universe is always speaking to us. We all are in a vibrational energy frequency format, or prospect, or whatever you want to call it. We're all in that area of growing and being. And as we're doing this, and we know for a fact that yes, we're doing this and we're right there and the energy is flowing and we're just not paying attention. So when I say the universe is speaking, are you listening? Most of the people are going to say, I don't hear God speaking. I don't hear anything. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong that I don't hear him speaking to me? Well, he's always speaking to you. Always. Forever. And every time you ask a question, you're getting an answer. The thing is, are you paying attention to the answer you're getting? Are you paying attention to the format you're getting it in? Keep in mind, you're not putting your attention where it needs to go. That's a lot of what happens to a lot of people out there who are saying, I don't have God talking to me. I'm just flying solo. I'm by myself. Well, honey, you're not. You're not by yourself. So your higher self is always with you. You have a higher self inside of you. And have you ever talked to yourself and said, my higher self is there. My higher self is, is guiding me? And that is so true, because your higher self is your God force within you. We all have our God force within us. So when I say the universe is speaking, God is speaking, it's a fact. So if you just take your time and listen, and not just listen with your ears, but with your senses, but with your energy, but with your vibration. If you will listen that way, you're going to get a lot more answers out of what it is you're wanting. So we were brought here, or we chose, actually, we weren't brought. We chose to come to this physical plane to be creators, to create here on this plane. And to not just to create, but to share what we created with our Lord. And that's what he wants, and that's what we are here to do. How many of us are actually doing it consciously? You're always doing it. Don't get me wrong. You're always doing it. I'm just asking how many of you are consciously doing what you want to do. So what I like to do, and this is something that I'm sure a lot of you out there who are on my team and follow, we meditate. Meditating is a way of clearing your thoughts, clearing your senses, and relaxing your body and relaxing your senses down to, so you can receive. So how does universe, God, talk to you? Now, we know for a fact God does not use physical words like we do, like I'm speaking to you. That's not how God speaks to us. You're not going to hear words, not even from your guardian angels. You're not going to hear words per se. You may have a word jump into your mind, but what was that? Where did it come from? It was from a vibration that was given to you, and your subconscious mind translated that vibration. Laws, and those laws are always working for us. Just depends on how we use them and what we're doing. So God does not speak in words. He speaks in energy and frequency. So when you ask a question or you want something, you want God to do something for you, keep in mind, this is really important here. We have a loving God. We have a loving, loving God who wants only the best for his children, and those children are us, all of us people. Doesn't matter what continent or what country you live in. You're all God's child. So God talks to us in vibrational energy frequencies that we are aligned to, and we get inspiration. When you have an inspiration, or you have an intuition thought, you have an idea jumping your mind out of nowhere. Come on, out of nowhere you have an idea jumping your mind that you're supposed to go somewhere, and you don't know why. You just have this burning feeling you need to get going. That's God talking to you. He's leading you where you need to go. He's answering a question or a want that you are in alignment to receive. You have to be in alignment to what it is you're asking to have. If you're not in alignment to what it is you desire, you could just keep asking all you want, but it's not going to come until you are ready to receive it. So don't blame God, and don't go around saying, I've asked and I've prayed so hard. Praying so hard is not going to do anything for you. All you're doing is whining. So stop whining to God. And when you feel inspired to create something like a course or a training, if you're working on the online business, or maybe you have a product and you have an idea to create a go-to for how to get there or what this product can do on another level, that's the God talking to you. That's the universe giving you the idea, the inspiration, and it's up to you to take the motivation to get out there and get it done. So always know that God is talking to you and God is answering your questions. And God is a loving God. When you ask for something, He's saying yes, yes, yes. God does not say no. So if you're saying, oh, I don't want to have that happen to me anymore, I don't want to fall down anymore, God's going to give you that, and you're going to keep falling down, you're going to keep falling down. I don't want this ache in my body anymore, I don't want that. You're going to get more of that, because that's what your focus is. That's what your focus is at, is right there on that. So as you do these things, pay attention to your words. Pay attention to what you're saying. Pay attention to how you're growing your business. If you're saying, this is really important because I focus a lot on home business owners and leaders. If you're saying, I only want my business to have this much revenue, that's all you're going to ever have until you change your mind, change your mindset. Or if you're saying, I just can't do this, I'm working so hard and nothing's happening. Well, nothing will keep happening because that's what you put out there to the universe, is nothing's happening. So use your words cautiously, because you can be saying these things and have another meaning that you're thinking somewhere, but the words that you're saying, they're energy. It's not the words themselves, guys. It's the energy and the vibration behind the words you say, not the words themselves. It is the energy and the meaning that that energy has behind it that is going to either push it forward in the direction you really want it to go, or it's going to give you what you are asking for, which may not be what you really desire to have. So keep that in mind. You're always going to get what you're asking for. Now, granted, you ask for it and you have to be in alignment to get it. You probably have 50 years maybe of wants and desires in your vortex that hasn't come to you yet because you're not in alignment to it. Just wait. One day you're going to get in alignment. Maybe it's the day that you transition back to energy. Maybe then you're going to see, oh my gosh, look what I did in my life. Look what I did. Look what I didn't do. And maybe you want to have a do-over. Maybe you want to come back to this plane and do it again. I don't know about you, but I think this is going to be my last time for a while. But on another hand is watch what you're saying. Watch what you're doing. Because everything you're saying is giving you the life you have now. If you have a life of aches and pains and grumpies and not healing and whatever it is, if you have that life, you're creating it yourself. And nobody wants to hear that. I know. I'm going to get all kinds of feedback on that one. Nobody wants to hear that, but it's true. We create the life we have. So choose your words and choose your vibrations and pay attention. God's always talking to you. You get inspiration, you get motivation, you get inspired to do something, create something. Are you doing it? Are you following through? Are you bringing that to life the way you're supposed to? Think about it. If you're not, then you're going to be in the same rut you've been in all along. You're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to be sitting there in the slump doing what? Nada? I don't know. It's up to you. And then there's others like me. I meditate every day. I meditate every morning, clears my mind, opens up the channel for God to speak to me. And you've heard me say a lot of times, I get an inspiration after I meditate to, or when I'm meditating, to come on and do a broadcast like this, this is what I had today. I had an inspiration to come on and talk to you about God speaking. The universe is always talking. Are you listening? That was my inspiration to do today, and that's what I did. So use your words because they are attached to an energy, a vibration, a frequency. So watch what you're believing. If you're saying one thing, believing another, the higher energy is going to get it. Okay? If you're concentrating on how sick you are, how ill you are, how your business is failing, that's what you're going to get. But if you're concentrated on, I'm healthy, it doesn't say, you don't have to say how you're healthy, just say you're healthy. And you know what? Your subconscious, the universe will take care of the rest. You don't have to have a battle plan for that. Your business is growing. Say, my business is flourishing. My business is prosperous. You could be making $10. Your business is prosperous. My business is prosperous where I can travel and do what I want. I have multiple homes. I have investment properties, whatever it is. And feel it and believe it. And the more you do this, the more it's going to come forward into fruition for you. It is that way for all of us. We just have to listen to God and listen to the universe. The universal laws are out there working for all of us all the time, every day, 24/7. Think about it. God doesn't know time. God doesn't have a clock. He doesn't do any of that. That's all man. So if you're waiting for something to happen and you're giving it a time limit, it's not going to happen until you get in alignment with it. Doesn't matter what time limit you give it. I know people are saying give it a time limit, say I'm going to do this by this. That is for your benefit, not the universe. That is for your benefit alone. That is to keep you in tune to manifest what you want. So keep that in mind. That's how it works. Universal laws are very important, and they're there for all of us to use every day, all day. Okay?